Right, the city of Dallas is trying to save the historic Neiman Marcus flagship store in downtown Dallas, but the store's parent company is still planning to close that store at the end of March, as far as we know. Our partners at the Dallas Business Journal have been all over this, following the new developments as they've been happening. And Noor Adatia has been writing about this and is here to talk now with us more about this. Noor, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thanks for having me.
So this store has been there, you know, for people who might be somewhat new to town.
Yeah.
This is a cornerstone of downtown. It's been there a very long time.
Yes, it has been. The Neiman Marcus store in downtown Dallas is a landmark, and it's an iconic retail store that's a department store that's founded in Dallas too, like in 1907. So more than 100 years of history in Dallas and in downtown. People are really feeling that they would lose a significant part of history if it closes. It's just shy of 100,000 square feet, and it's 9 stories, and it's just a really beautiful building that people are sad about.
And yeah, and it's been there just for generations, as you were talking about. So the city has really gotten involved here. But
Yes.
So the question, I guess, is was the train already out of the station and too far down the tracks by the time the city got involved here to go, wait, we don't want you to leave, please stay. So what happened here was a lease.
Yes.
So the store, obviously, Neiman Marcus owned the store itself and what's in it, but beneath the store, they didn't own the land. Yes,
that's exactly the dispute. Most of the store is owned by Neiman Marcus on official documents. However, there's a small portion of land owned by the Slaughter partners, and they're a family based in Dallas, and so there was a dispute with them. However, it seems the city has come to terms with that dispute, and the Slaughter family agreed to donate that land to the city.
It was a very long-term lease,
yes,
though.
99-year lease from around 1900s, and then it ended January 31st, but then, the parent company, Saks Global, said we will close the store at the end of March, and so there's lots of questions as to whether or not the train had already left. Yeah.
Okay, so they weren't able to make necessarily a deal that both sides could live with, the landowner and the store. So then the city gets involved. The city talks the landowner into, hey, give us the land. So now we own the land underneath the store, and the store can stay because they're trying to make this happen. And so now they're reaching out to Neiman Marcus, and what kind of response are they getting? Where are we on that?
Saks Global, the parent company who acquired Neiman at the end of 2024, said they will continue. They plan to continue shuttering the store in March. However, they did agree to meet with city leaders next week and come to the table, and so some are optimistic that might lead to a better conversation as to keeping the store open. It's the flagship store in Dallas. However, there are plans that Neiman Marcus could shift and invest more heavily into its North Park store, which is pretty promising, and North Park is a very busy store and mall. It opened right around when the Neiman Marcus store opened right when North Park opened, and so it's very integrated with the mall already.
What are you watching for here next as the city gets ready to meet with the store owners and try to hash something out? I mean, are there things that maybe the city can bring to help kind of sweeten the deal a little bit more and make them stay?
Well, so far the city said they'll be having champagne at the Zodiac Room when the Saks Globals.
That can be nice,
Yeah, sweeten the deal. I'm not sure if where Saks stands in terms of keeping the flagship store open, since so many people do say that business-wise it might not have been a great decision, and it might be more lucrative for Neiman to stay and move to North Park and invest more heavily into that store.
Yeah, it's hard for these downtown locations in not just Dallas but in other cities as well.
Yes.
So my last question for you then, Noor, is what happens if this store goes away? It's such a big piece of history down there. You don't see a lot of department stores down there. What does this do to downtown Dallas if this goes?
Yeah, so it would leave a sizable hole in the heart of downtown on Main and Irvay streets. Some people are saying it could be converted into apartments or offices. Others wanted to make it a museum as an homage to the Marcus family and their legacy as department store leaders. And so there's lots to see what happens to that store if it goes away.
It'd definitely be a big change of character, though, for the downtown business district, for sure.
Yes.
We'll keep watching to see what you're reporting on this. If you'd like to read more, check them out there online, Dallas Business Journal. Noor Adatia, thanks so much for being with us and for all the reporting.
Thank you.